Hello and welcome everyone again to another video, and in today's video we'll be talking about the Element Cup. As you guys know, I stream on Twitch on twitch.tv/YasidAli. Then you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Ali_Yasid. Element Cup is basically a little cup format, which means a 500 CP league, and only Pokemons that are fire, grass, water, basically the three elements, are eligible. And they have to be able to evolve and haven't been evolved once. What does that mean? It has to be a first evolution Pokemon from a multi-evolution generation. Like the main Pokemons in this cup, you guys can see on the right of the screen is like the top ranking on PvPoke: Ducklet, Chinchou, Ducklet Shadow, Vulpix Shadow, Salandit, Vulpix. So we will be talking about them. Like, I have them split in 3 different categories. Each category is based on the typing, and then we will rank them based on what's the best typing of each, based on like how people were playing in the past. So Ducklet is the best and the main Pokemon in this cup. Chinchou is the best anti-meta pick in this cup. Why? Because Ducklet is the main Pokemon. Ducklet is the strongest Pokemon. In fact, Chinchou is good because it walls Ducklet. That's the only reason you get to see Chinchou, because it's the only Pokemon that can wall it. On the other hand, we have, because it's a little cup format, stuff here faint pretty fast, and fast move does the most amount of damage. So the better your fast move is, the better your Pokemon gonna be. And in some cases, in this cup specifically, if you don't shield the bait, sometimes you end up losing a game because everything does so much damage. This is the opposite of Ultra League. With an Ultra League, everything is bulky. No one died to even super effective charge move. Here, a resisted fat charge move plus the fast move is enough to KO any Pokemon. A Slowbro has a decent, or like the best, fast move pressure in this game, in this cup, and I would say it's the best Pokemon that is not Ducklet or Chinchou. It's part of those heavy fast moves teams, but that doesn't mean it's better than Ducklet. No, Ducklet is still the main Pokemon because Ducklet can still provide neutral to super effective, either neutral or super effective fast move damage to the 3 main types. It's a water type that does super effective to grass, and it's a water type that still destroy fire even with the flying fast move, and it's a water type that beats other water types except Chinchou. That's why Chinchou is good, because it walls it. The Mud Boys, like Wooper just basically destroyed Chinchou. So if you hate Chinchou, you can just rely on Wooper. Seal is one of my favorite Pokemons. I always use this one, and Seal is part of every little cup format. So if you are one of those people who like don't spend their dust and looking for a Pokemon that can be used in every cup as much as possible, Seal is the Pokemon, because it's literally one of the best Pokemons in every little cup format. Either little cup, element cup, or it's a little cup remix or little cup. It's literally the best safe swap in those 3. Marini is kind of a copium Pokemon because it's supposed to be good, but it's not good because people are only using the 3 main Pokemons in this cup, which are Chinchou, Ducklet, and with either Vulpix or Chikorita. What's the good thing about Vulpix? It's the best safe swap, arguably better than Seal. In some cases, Seal is kind of like the safe swap that beat Vulpix safe swaps. Now moving to the grass Pokemons, the best grass Pokemon according to PvPoke, as you guys can see on the right side of the corner, it's Bulbasaur, and then the second one is Oddish. I haven't seen Oddish, to be honest, not that many times. It's either like I only saw it once or twice at max. Bulbasaur kinda exists because it beat the Charmer, but the Charmer Cottony can still win the 2, if I am correct. Bulbasaur Shadow is worse than Chikorita. Chikorita Shadow is better than the non-Shadow because Chikorita is kind of a bulky Pokemon. The Shadow helps Chikorita to beat stuff with only charge move plus the fast move damage. Among all these, I think, like nowadays, it's like, yes, Bulbasaur is the best, but I haven't seen that many people. I only know Ferkster, that like the only person I know use Bulbasaur is literally Ferkster. Everyone else either use Shadow Exeg, and Chikorita or Shadow Chikorita. Shadow Exeg is part of those heavy fast move Pokemons teams. And yeah, that's basically like in the water type you only see Chinchou, Ducklet, Wooper, Seal, and Slowbro or Slowpoke. On the grass side you only see Shadow Exeg, Chikorita, and some Bulbasaur here and there. That some people still run Cottony because, you know, people always try to catch the Ducklet with Chinchou, and you can always catch the Chinchou with a grass Pokemon. The fire type Pokemons, there is like only 3. To be fair, there's only 2, Salandit and Vulpix. Vulpix you can use Shadow or non-Shadow. I still think non-Shadow is better than this cup, but I have the Shadow belt, so I'm not gonna make another one. Because this cup is not worth like that much of spending. But again, Vulpix is good in every little cup format. So if you want to play little cups and you want to be very economical with your dust, I would say here, Ducklet, Seal, Wooper, and Vulpix. Those 4, you can use them in every little cup format, and they are worth the investment. You could say the same about Cottony on the grass side because it's top tier Pokemon on the open little cup, because it beat everything except the Bronzor. That's the main thing. So now we talked about the Pokemons, let's talk about the top teams. And the team that is the best according to PvPoke is Ducklet, Bulbasaur, and Vulpix. Why it's the best? It's just because it's Element Cup. So the best water is Ducklet, the best fire is Vulpix, the best grass is Bulbasaur. That's like the main concept about this. This is the balanced team, it's not an ABB team, right? But that's not the team people were using. Most people were using Chinchou in the lead with Mr. Vulpix as a safe swap and Bulbasaur in the back. Why Bulbasaur in the back? In case someone swapped, because let's say they are leading Ducklet, you lead Chinchou, they swap in a safe swap, right? And the safe swap has to be either Vulpix or Chikorita. If they swap Vulpix, you could literally stay in and win the swap back. If they swap Chikorita, you could just go to Bulbasaur. The best team that people were complaining about 2 seasons ago when Salandit was a thing on the cup is this one. What's the thing about this cup? Salandit is a Pokemon that you literally have to hatch on an account that's recently made, like a level 10 account, and then you have to trade it to your main account after, because level 20 Salandit has higher CP than 500. So you need to hatch it on a low level account and you trade it to main account. So people always get tilted by this because you have to break the TOS by having an alt account. Some people don't like having alt account, but some people have alt accounts. I do believe that everyone has an alt account. With Ducklet, Chinchou, so it's basically the nightmare for fire. I mean, Salandit is the fire type that beats other fire types. It's also the fire and poison, so it destroys grass. So it's the ultimate counter to fire and grass, with the best 2 water Pokemons in this cup. A Cottony team. If you are into Cottony, if you would like to run Cottony, I think this is the best Cottony team. The Cottony with Vulpix, because arguably Vulpix is the best safe swap. And you need another answer to, you need a solid answer to Ducklet. So if you see a Ducklet lead here, you have to stay in. And if you want to win the lead, you can just try to win the lead. If you can just double shield it. But you still have to call a bait, by the way. If you shield the bubble beam, I think you lose. And yeah, the Chinchou here is just because your team is ABA weak to Ducklet. Another team that people were trying out, it's like kind of a neutral lead, because nothing hard beat Slowpoke, except some people would have the Shadow Sharpedo first evolution Pokemon, and that thing can literally destroy Slowpoke in a second and a half or something. So Slowpoke is a neutral lead. Technically you don't have to swap out unless it's a dark Pokemon. There is only one dark Pokemon, by the way. So Shadow Slowpoke with Ducklet and Vulpix. It's literally like you're playing the best 2 Pokemons with the heaviest fast move damage Pokemon. A triple Code Breaker team, I have fun always using this team. It's literally relying on 2 chord breakers on this team and a good safe swap. Slowpoke again breaks those chords that if they have like anything, like you don't need to swap out, right? So you can just commit a shield and win the lead and then have the better alignment. Because with this team, they have Chinchou and you have your Wooper on the Chinchou, you just win the game. The team that was popularized by Softof, and I think it became one of the most popular teams back in season 9, I think, or season 8, is Chikorita and Vulpix Ducklet in the back. Why Chikorita? Because most people were trying to lead Chinchou to catch those Ducklets, so a 5-hit move would be like leading Chikorita just to catch those. And Chikorita doesn't lose hard to Ducklet because you out spam them, and if you no shield a Bubble Beam, you can still get to 2 moves, I think. And Vulpix is just the best safe swap, Ducklet in the back, because Ducklet is the best Pokemon. Now, the Toxic team, the double Shadow, only fast move damage, is double Confusion with a slow, with the Vulpix in the back. The Vulpix could be anything here, by the way. So if you decide to use Vulpix, then you'd ABA weak to Chinchou. But if you decide to run like something like Cottony or something, then you are double weak to Ducklet in the back, but you don't care about that because the Confusion just does so much damage. Yeah, tap, no skills. You remember those double Charm teams? Well, in this cup, you kind of run double Shadow Confusion teams with a Ducklet with the Cottony in the back, and you just fast move down everything. Nothing walls is slow. So another Slowpoke team. You could just run Chikorita in the lead with Slowpoke and Vulpix. And a team I always like to mention is the YTX Pikachu team from the first time this cup was around, a triple water. And you just literally try to win the lead and align the Chinchou against their Ducklet, and then you just win the game. The only code breaker to this team is Chinchou itself, so sometimes you try to win the lead, or you just don't win the lead and then fast move down with your Chinchou, and then you rely on having a shield advantage. So yeah, that's pretty much everything about you need to know about this cup. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and that's it for today. Peace.